So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Barberville, Florida, in the Volusia Speedway Park, where our United Dirt Sim Series 305 silver drivers are set to do battle for points and 3 transfer spots into tomorrow night's Gold Series race. Volusia Speedway is a half-mile, slightly D-shaped oval known as the world's fastest half-mile dirt track. On the mic this evening, we have Buckshot Billy Brickley, who currently leads our Gold Series, and I'm Darren Detweiler, bringing you the lineups and calls tonight. For the first two weeks of competition, Hunter Crum has been able to set sail and run away with wins at Lernerville and Eldora. But hot on his heels are the number 4 of Tyler Street and the 97 of Alex Hanna, separated by only 18 and 26 points respectively. Billy, what can we expect this evening as the drivers begin racing action here?
I think we're going to see some close racing tonight. Volusia always provides close excitement, a lot of wrecks usually, but let's see if these guys can make it through it. This is the more rookies of the field, or iRacing, so to say. So could be some action, could be some clean, close racing. And looking at the qualifying right now, looks like Hunter Crum is going to have some challenges tonight.
Yeah, I definitely see we got Bradley Lamberson up there currently at quick time with a 15.203. We'll see if that holds up. Looks like the majority of the field has finished qualifying, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, Bradley newcomer just last week, so that's going to be interesting to see how he does. Second week out, he transferred last week due to a penalty, so he's looking pretty hot for this week already.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him put one in the winner's circle up there. As much as I love seeing one of my teammates bring it home every week, it does get a little boring for the fans out there watching.
Yeah, well, don't look now. I got my guys in third and fourth, so we're hot on your guys' tail.
Yeah, Hanson's put together a pretty good qualifying run, only 30 thousandths off a quick time, so it's
Yeah,
definitely some close racing here tonight.
yeah. Andrew's been putting in a lot of time lately. He's getting a lot faster. He was unfortunate one of those last week, but I think this week he's going to put it together.
All right, looks like we got a couple more minutes here before the drivers will be lining up for heat number 1. Let's see, any other interesting stories we've had this week? I know Alex Hanna is actually our UDSS driver spotlight for the week. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, Alex Hanna, he just signed on with us at Sofa King Fast Sim Sports along with Andrew Hansen. So Alex looks good. He's made it both weeks. Same with Hunter Crum, looking to get 3. They'll be locked into gold for the rest of the year if they do that. He doesn't qualify real well, so we call him Showtime now. But in the future, look for him to be there at the end.
Well, it looks like he actually put together a decent qualifying run tonight. Yeah, he's timed in 6th right now, so
Yeah,
just
that's
outside that top 5 in qualifying. So he may have finally figured out how to make the fast laps early on.
that's definitely a lot better than what he usually does. So we'll be excited to see what he can do tonight. He's got a good car. We did a lot of practice this week with him, so him and Andrew both, and then you got Dave Ward and Billy Bowerman all running tonight, as well as Tyler Street. So we got 5 in the field tonight.
Yeah, you all are definitely well represented in the Silver Series.
Yeah, they need to come join me in the gold now, though.
All right, looks like just a few more seconds here, and we'll be going over to the Heat 1 grid, so bear with us while that gets lined up.
All right, here's your Heat 1 starting grid. On pole, it looks like you're going to have the 54 of Chris Jones. Outside will be Aaron Gerwitz. Second row will be Andrew Hansen in the number 2 car, and outside of him will be your pole sitter, fast time Bradley Lamberson. Starting third row will be Jared Shipley and Matt Snow. Fourth row is going to have Tyler Baker and Caleb Regal. Row 5, you have David Carbs, Timothy Brantley. Row 6, all by himself out there in the back, the flagman of UDSS, Alex Robertson. Darren, you got any favorite in this one you think might be the hot guy?
I think Hansen, starting on the inside of that second row, if he can get a good run down into turn 1, he's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, I agree. The bottom's where you need to be here. Ran a few times with Chris Jones here lately. He's from Australia. He might have a decent shot. He's pretty fast as well. And then you got Lamberson. He set fast time. And fourth, look for him to be making some moves pretty early on.
I think Lamberson's going to be at a bit of a disadvantage going into turn 1, just because we do have a really tacky track right now, and that does tend to lend itself to a one-lane track right around the bottom.
Yeah, Heat 1 is the probably worst one to have for starting on fourth outside second row because, like you said, tacky track, they're all going to be on the inside. That's where the fast line's going to be. I expect first and third, those would be the guys to watch right off the bat.
Yeah, I have to agree there. All right, looks like we'll be going green this time around. We will be taking 4 directly to the feature. Unfortunately, until we get a full 60 cars, the format is still going to act a little goofy for us, but we're getting there.
See if we can get bunched up a little bit better here. Gerwitz is laying back quite a bit. Gerwitz got a great run, though. Hansen's going to make it 3 wide, not quite enough. He's going to look on the outside of Jones now. Not sure if Gerwitz jumped that start or if Chris Jones just fell asleep or not. Hansen's looking low, though. Lamberson's still back there in fourth, just creating. He's going to get that bottom. If Jones slipped up there, that's going to hurt him big time. Lamberson with the slider. I think they might have made contact with Lamberson and Jones, I think.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of contact. I'm not sure if Lamberson may have touched the inside wall there in turn 3, because that car just suddenly drifted up the track pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, it looks like we do have one on the front stretch. I think that might have been Jared Shipley. Yeah, that was Shipley. Not sure what happened there. Somebody might have got into him, caused a wreck there. Further back, it looks like everybody's kind of single file right now. Not a whole lot of action going on. Looks like Andrew Hansen might be closing in on Gerwitz there for the lead, but I don't know that. Got 4 laps left. I don't know if he's got enough to quite get there.
Yeah, clock's running down if he's going to try to make a move on that top spot.
Yeah, now 3 to go. He's going to have to really start running some ground on him. Gerwitz is kind of running a little higher up, though, but he cuts it down low coming off.
Kind of wondering if at this point he's just going ahead and kind of settling for that second place, making sure to defend. Nobody can get around the outside of him, and at the same time defending the inside on the exit of the corner.
Yeah, top 3 have kind of just settled down here a little bit. Andrew got a little squirrely there coming out. Well, he's got a nice run there at a 4, but we're down to last lap, actually. That was a white flag. Don't think he's going to have anything for him, though. Just not enough power with these 305s to make a last lap move that far back. And he won't. Gerwitz will be your leader, followed by Hansen and Lamberson in third. Those will be your transfers in the night's A main.
It looked like a tough break for Jared Shipley, and missed. I believe that was Timothy Brantley that pulled off and ended up about 4 laps down.
Yeah, I did see Shipley. I didn't see the other one there. All right, starting grid row 1 on the pole. You're going to have Kelby Taylor. On the outside, you'll be Billy Bowerman. Row 2, Caleb Harmon. He's also one of transferred, I believe, in week 1. And then outside, Hunter Crum. He's undefeated so far. We'll see what he's got tonight. Row 3, Jack Hitt. Outside, the president of UDSS, Dave Ward. Row 4, Austin Stern. Outside, Anthony Goyette. Row 5, Blaine Brink and Brandon Browning. And row 6, you'll have Cody Terry out there by himself. I do believe Blaine Brink will receive a EOL from an incident last week, so he will go to the rear of this heat race.
It looks like Cody Terry was actually one of the drivers that exited before qualifying. I don't think he was actually qualified to run the race because of iRating.
Yeah, you are
And that's going to
correct.
leave Blaine Brink actually already serving his EOL penalty.
Yeah, so that works out well then. Yeah, we did have 2 guys come in that were above iRating, but we do watch, so if anybody tries to sneak in, we will get you. But if you are above 2,000, join us for the 305 Gold Series. We would love to have you in there.
And for those that are just joining us for the first time tonight, our Silver Series is open to all drivers that are under 2K iRating. And we run this sort of like a Rookie of the Year series. It does have its own points championship, but also the top 3 drivers from the A main basically get a berth in the 305 Gold Series that runs tomorrow night. It's a little reward we have for those top 3 drivers that have proven themselves in this series.
Lights out on the pace truck. He will be pulling in. He'll go on green. Taylor and Bowerman. Taylor's going to shove Bowerman out there a little bit. I think he wants a little room on the bottom. See what kind of Bowerman can do. I'd look for Harmon there in second row inside to get a good run as well. They are green. Get a decent start. Harmon looked out like he got an even better start. And Taylor going to feed Bowerman a wheel. Bowerman says no thanks and keeps right on going.
Oh, Dave Ward looks like he got a little over the cushion, and he has dropped way back through the field.
Yeah, we got a wreck in the back. Not sure who that was. Looked like Blaine Brink and Anthony Goyette got together. Both of them are going to get back going again. Back to the front, we still got a good battle. We got Bowerman, Taylor, and Hunter Crum. Hunter's making some great moves. He's going to look underneath Taylor here. Taylor, looks like he might have been driving with his mirror on that one.
Yeah, that was a little bit questionable, closing off the bottom at that point on the straightaway.
Yeah,
Hunter Crum's definitely going to suffer for that one.
he definitely didn't have that spot. Taylor took it. I think they're both able to keep going, though. See what kind of moves Hunter can make to get back up there. Looks like he already made one. Bowerman still got the lead. Taylor's still looking, just doesn't have nothing for him.
Oh,
Taylor's going to look to the inside. Yeah, Bowerman just got too high there. That's not going to work at all. He might lose 2 positions, maybe 3.
And he's up in those marbles up above the cushion, and that's not good for forward momentum. Some of the time it'll carry you all the way up to the wall, especially here at Volusia.
Yeah, just watch Harmon. Harmon had 3rd, and he got loose, so now Bowerman's going to get the 3rd and transfer spot. See, Dave Ward looked like just made a move on Hunter Crum. Hunter's going to dive back down below him, though.
I'm kind of wondering if Crum might have a little bit of damage from that contact with
Yeah, going back looking at him now, Hunter's running the bottom, just can't quite make it work. He's got 2 of them that are just running right all over him. The track's definitely starting to slick off. It looks like there's just not enough left on that bottom to be able to make it work.
I think Heat 3 is probably going to be the most exciting as far as the racing, because we're definitely seeing 2 grooves start to develop.
Yeah, Hunter just can't get by that Brandon Browning. And that was going to be your finish there. Had Kelby Taylor first, Austin Stern second, and Billy Bowerman third are your 3 transfers.
And it looks like for the first time since our Silver Series kicked off, Hunter Crum will not get an immediate berth in the A main.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting to watch to see what he can do to come up through the field.
Yeah, you know he's going to be hungry for that third transfer and a lock into the Gold Series for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, he definitely will. Well, that brings us to Heat 3. Starting on the pole, you're going to have Chase Williams on the inside, Matthew Scott on the outside. Row 2, Alex Hanna and Tyler Street. Those two should be fun to watch there. They've both have transferred into the Gold Series before. Row 3 inside Gary Denton, outside Aiden Berlin. Row 4 inside John Ruby. On the outside of him is going to be Christopher Standridge. Row 5 inside Dante Brown. Outside Mark Bradshaw. And row 6, Kevin Fry, who's also one of the other ones we had to let him know to come race tomorrow night.
You know, looking at our lineup right now, I'm going to have to say Matthew Scott may have the best line into turn 1. Bottom's starting to go away, and Scott got a lot of laps out there during hot laps, and he was looking pretty good going around the track.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys that just recently joined us. He's been putting in a lot of time. Been running a lot of our practice races. So be interested to see what he can do. Chase, he's been putting in a lot of time too. He looked real good last week. Just had some unfortunate luck, so we'll see if he can hold on to it. But he's got two fast guys behind him there as well, so we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, I definitely look for Chase Williams to go down into turn 1 and kind of let the car straighten out a little bit rather than hugging the corner. I think he's going to look for a slider line, at least if he thinks he's got a good jump on the outside
Yeah,
pole sitter.
it'd be interesting to see what kind of jump he can get there.
Look at Hannah laying back a little bit on the start.
Yeah, he was hoping to get a run, I think. Just didn't quite work. Matt Scott's Tyler Street are going to get a decent run on the outside. Ooh. Looked like Matt thought he was going to be able to go low, and it just wasn't there. Got one in the wall. Not sure if that's Christopher Standridge. Yes, it is. He's going to keep it going, though. Matt Scott all over Chase Williams. It's kind of opening that bottom up for Hunter Crum, and Tyler Street got in the back. We got a big pile up there. They're all able to keep it going, though. Unfortunate for Scott and Street, though. They're going to fall back out of transfer spot.
And look at Hannah now. He's all the way up to second.
Yeah.
He's actually making the lower line on the track work pretty well.
Yeah, he's kind of running that low to middle-ish area there. I think he's running down Chase Williams. He might give him a shot here in a couple laps. Still got 5 laps to go. See if he can get it done. Matt Scott starting to work his way back up through the field on the outside. As I say that, Aiden Berlin smacks that inside tire and he goes around. Are no yellows in heat races, folks. Hannah's kind of settled in right there. Just can't quite get enough of a run to catch Chase. Got 3 to go. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it soon.
Well, there he goes, turning the car down the track.
Yeah, that's a good way to get a good run going into 1. Looks like he's going to try that everywhere, possibly. Just a little too loose right there. Ooh, I see on my ticker Matt Scott just fell back again. I wonder what happened to...
It looks like a white flag is out now.
Yeah, last lap. See if Hannah can make a move here. Don't know that he's going to have enough. He's going to look down below. See if he can get a good enough run at the line. Not quite enough. Chase Williams, Alex Hanna, and John Ruby will be your top 3. Alex Showtime Hanna looked like he was going to, maybe if he had one more lap, he might have been able to get it done, but not quite enough. Chase Williams, his luck's turning around this week finally for him. He's going to be happy to see that. That'll bring us into Heat 3. How many are transferring? We still got 2 going, or iRacing decide to play today?
Actually, that was Heat 3.
Or,
So
sorry, C main.
C main.
Yes. Starting on the front row, we're going to have Alex Robinson on the inside, Dave Ward on your outside. Row 2, Mark Bradshaw on the inside, Caleb Regal outside. Row 3, Blaine Brink and Aiden Berlin. Row 4, Timothy Brantley, Anthony Goyette. And row 5, Christopher Standridge and Jared Shipley. Can you confirm with us, Darren, how many are transferring or still working on that?
Let's see, from this race, we will have 4 cars transferring.
All right, so we got 10
Once
laps.
again, iRacing has decided it wants to do its own format instead of the one that I set up.
Yeah, 10 laps, 4 transferring. That's better. I think we've been having 2 transfers, so 4 is a little bit better. We're getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Got a couple of fast guys. Shipley's been looking pretty good here the last couple weeks. He got caught in a wreck in that heat race. He's starting in the rear. We'll see if he can make his way up. I think Brantley's not too bad. Blaine Brink, he's been getting a lot faster. He had to serve that EOL penalty, as we mentioned.
I think the driver to watch in this one is going to be Aiden Berlin. Some of the time he can put together a really good run. It's just going to be a question if he can do it with the traffic that's in front of him.
I believe Aiden finished 5th last week at Eldora, so in the A, so that's a big difference going from 5th in the A to running in a C main right now. Volusia's a tough track, though. It's each corner is shaped differently, and the backstretch kind of is a constant turn, so it's different than what most of these guys usually run. And we are green. Alex Robinson's going to get a great start. Dave Ward's going to block that line coming. Somebody was getting ready to throw a slider. I believe that was Bradshaw. As you mentioned, Aiden Berlin looking good coming up through the field already. Dave Ward's going to look for a move on Robinson there.
Robinson played it safe there through 3 and 4, and it kind of didn't work for him.
Yeah, he got the let out now. He's got the hammer down. Berlin's looking for second now. Almost 3 wide there. Dave's going to block and cut it back down.
Oh, we got a bunch of them into the wall down there in turn 1, it looked like.
Yeah, I seen there's a nice pile up.
Yeah, looks like Shipley got the hard into that one again, and Blaine Brink is also in the bids.
Dave Ward's got his mirror full of Bradshaw, right? No, who is that? Caleb Regal, sorry. Caleb Regal is all over Dave Ward's bumper. Caleb might throw a slider here. He does. Dave got a little scared. And he's going to lose 2 spots on that one. Aiden will be gifted 3rd for that. Everybody's kind of single file right now. Not a whole lot going on. The top 4 have gone away a little bit. Christopher Standers is going to try to make a run here. We got 4 laps left. See if he can make a run for Dave Ward in that final transfer spot. Dave's not done yet. He's still trying to get 3rd. Alex Robinson, I think, is going to have a challenge here with just 3 laps to go real fast. Caleb Regal and Aiden Berlin are both nose to tail like a freight train, just trying to find something to get by. Here goes Regal. He's going to do a slide job. Had enough to clear. Looks like Alex got a little cautious there, and he's going to slide up into the wall. That will give.
It's actually going to cost him a transfer spot.
Yeah, that'll give Standridge 4th. Last lap. I don't know that Alex is going to have enough to be able to get it back. And don't look now, but Aiden Berlin is going to win the C main in the last corner. Aiden threw a nice little slide job on Regal there and was able to get the win for the C.
Now the real question is he going to regret going ahead and going for that top spot in the C main, because now he has to start on the inside row of the B main.
Yeah, actually I think it moves Aiden up 1 row, so that will help him out a little bit in the B. Before we go over the lineup here, how many are we taking today?
We are actually taking 12. Once again, the format, for some reason, iRacing keeps wanting to shift it to something that it is not set for, but we're going to be taking 12 of 13 drivers from the B main.
So we will have 1 sore loser in this B main. And Our starting grid for B main tonight will be on the inside Tyler Baker, outside Jack Hitt, row 2 Matthew Scott, Matt Snow, row 3 Brandon Browning, Dante Brown, row 4 David Carnes, and your two-time winner this season Hunter Crum in row 4. Row 5 Tyler Street, Aiden Berlin, row 6 Caleb Regal, Dave Ward, and row 7 Christopher Standers is going to round it out for us. A lot of bigger names in here for our Silver Series that are stuck in a B main, so they're locked in now, but you don't want to make a mistake and try to push too hard and be that one guy that doesn't make it.
And one of the things that's cool about this Silver Series being a fixed setup the way it is, you can have situations where you end up with a B main that is this stacked. I mean, this is the kind of thing you would typically see at the Knoxville Nationals on a qualifying night, where a bad qualifying run and then failure to transfer your heat race, you end up running a B main, and you really shouldn't be there. There's a lot of fast cars at the back of this field, and I think they're really going to put a show on.
Yeah, you struggle in a heat race, and it's easy to quickly get put out. You've got to be on top of your game from when you hit the track, and with a 4-person invert, it's nice because it lets that guy who's fastest, it puts him out of a transfer spot already in your heat race. Lights are out. Pace car is going to duck in here, and we'll see what we got for B main tonight. And a great start there by, I believe that was Tyler Baker. Yeah. Matt Scott, he's going to look low. He got a good run. See if he continues to run that low line. High side's just going to be way too strong right now.
Yeah, if you look at the drivers that are actually driving in on the cushion rather than letting the car drive up the track and then finding the cushion, they're really getting a great run at the entry of the corner.
Yeah, Matt Scott's not going to let that inside die, though. He's going to keep trying for it. Hunter Crum's making some nice moves on the outside. Let's see if he can continue to pick some guys off here.
Yeah, Crum's driving like he's got something to prove.
Yeah, he's up to 5th already. He's going to get 4th here coming out of 4. Closes in right on Matthew Scott for 3rd. And we've got a couple of them wrecking. Got one flipping some more. That was Brandon Browning. He will be out. He's in the wall. That's going to end his night. As we see that, Hunter Crum will get 3rd place.
One of the cars that wasn't directly involved in the crash that actually paid a pretty heavy price for it was actually Aiden Berlin. Looked like he checked up pretty hard trying to make sure he didn't get involved in it, and went all the way from, I think he was running around 7th back to...
Yeah,
he's running now.
He's all the way back to 10th now, so he's fallen back quite a bit. Hunter Crum and Matt Scott are kind of battling out here. Hunter hasn't been able to really leave him, and he's not gaining on 2nd, so he's kind of stalled out now. Got a big old gaggle of cars here for about 5th on back. A lot of guys trying to make some moves here to get that extra little bit of spots in the A. And Christopher Standers went around. Got a little contact. That'll be alright though, because he will still be in with Browning being out of the race.
Looks like Tyler Street's starting to work his way up through the field now. He kind of got stuck on the outside 3 wide a few laps in a row, and
yeah,
couldn't really get anything going.
Something happened to one of our leaders there as well. I did not see what happened. Hunter Crum is now in 2nd. We had one slowed up there. Missed who that was. Hunter, though, looking on the outside. Looking outside of Tyler Baker. I think he might get a good run here in 3 and 4. If Tyler doesn't throw a slider. He does. He will close off. Hunter says no thanks. Right around the outside. Hunter will take the lead. So Hunter Crum proving he's got the reason why he's won twice now. And he gets it right there at the checkered. Another last corner, last lap pass in a main. Well, these guys will run a 2-minute warm-up, get ready for the feature here. Anybody you see that you think is going to have the one to win tonight?
You know, I'm kind of thinking Hansen is really sitting in a good position, but Chase Williams proved himself to be plenty fast in his heat race. He's going to be pretty tough to get around. Gerwitz is starting on the pole. I mean, really, any of the any of the top 10 are capable of winning this.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of guys up front. We got a lot of new guys up front that aren't usually there, so it's going to be interesting to see what they can do. You know, Hunter, the way he was coming through the field, he's going to make it interesting there at the end for sure, I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how many guys are actually going to venture down to the bottom and when they're going to start venturing back down there looking for a faster line, because the track is starting to widen out quite a bit
Yeah,
as we're getting into the 2-minute warm-up.
track's definitely getting a lot better. We'll see who can do what. I think the bottom will come in late in this race. You know, you got 40 laps, so it's a lot of laps. It's definitely going to slick off a lot, and it's going to get real racy. Right now, it looks like Aaron Gerwitz is your fastest, followed by Matt Scott and Tyler Street. As I say that, Tyler Street goes to the top of the board. You see right here, I got Tyler Street's on board. He is testing that bottom line, so I think he definitely thinks it's going to be there.
It seemed like a lot of the drivers moved up the track earlier than you would typically expect, so they left a little bit of a bottom groove there. I wonder if that was all planned or just kind of happened that way.
Yeah, usually the bottom lasts a lot longer than what it did tonight. Like you said, everybody was kind of running up high, and there's still a lot down there. I can see it. I know if I was running, I would be down there all over it, but it's a different group of guys out here, so we'll see. It's also a fixed setup, so everything's a little bit different right now.
All right, I think that's going to bring us over our 24-car starting grid, right?
Yes, it will. And on the pole for 40 laps will be Aaron Gerwitz on the inside. On the outside will be Kelby Taylor. Row 2, you have Chase Williams and Andrew Hansen. Row 3, Austin Sturr and Alex Hanna. Row 4, Bradley Lamberson and Billy Bowerman. Row 5, John Ruby, Chris Jones. Row 6, Caleb Harmon and Gary Denton. Row 7, Hunter Crum. See if we got what it takes to come from 13th. Outside of him is going to be Tyler Baker. Row 8, Matthew Scott, Dante Brown. Row 9, Tyler Street, David Carnes. Row 10, Caleb Regal and Jack Hitt. Row 11, Aiden Berlin, Dave Ward Jr. 12th, Christopher Standridge and Brandon Browning. I believe that will round out the field. 24 cars, 40 laps. We'll see how many green flag runs laps we can get here. Could be kind of interesting to see. Might be some wrecks early on and everybody just settles in, or we could have a lot of green flag laps too. Interesting to see. They didn't do any track work tonight for the feature, so it's going to be interesting to see how these guys fare on a little bit slicker track. Some of them aren't quite used to it, but I think it's going to provide for some really good racing tonight as well.
Yeah, we set them up with a little bit higher relative humidity for this evening, so that's definitely allowed the track to last a little bit better. Didn't have to rework the track before the feature.
Yeah, last week definitely slicked off quite a bit at Eldora. There's still a lot up there on the outside. The guys are just going to have to venture up there to get it if they want it. Lights out on the pace truck. These guys are going to bring it down to green here for you. We got a little bit of banging going on the back stretch, but all is well. That's Andrew Hansen. Call him Dancing Hansen. We're going to bunch up nice and tight. Green is out. Kelby Taylor gets a huge jump along with Andrew Hansen.
Looked like Hannah missed the start pretty bad there. Bunched up a bit of the field behind him.
Yeah, the pole sitter there, I believe that was Gerwitz. He also kind of had a bad start. Looks like somebody got in the back of Chase Williams, caused that caution. Let's see if we can go back and see what it was. Yeah, Chase Williams kind of, like Andrew Hansen might have came across his nose here. Chase got sideways and Bradley Lamberson got in the back of him, and that was all she wrote for Lamberson. Lamberson's going to get the worst of that deal. A couple others, look like Standridge as well. He's had a tough night. He put her up on the fence. Looks like Kelby Taylor's going to be your leader, followed by Gerwitz, Hansen, and Stern, top 4.
I gotta say, I'm having a little bit of a look at Hunter Crumb's front end. He got a little bit of the action from that last crash and looked like he may have knocked the toe out of the car. Be interesting to see how it handles coming down here to the green.
Yeah, see if he's got what it takes. Hansen kind of made a bold move there when he came down in front of Chase. Wasn't quite there, but he looks like those two guys are still going to be all right, though. Pace car is going to duck in. Restart is on the leader here. See if Kelby can get another great start. Caleb Harmon I seen back there. He got a really good start. I might have jumped that one. Hansen is all over Gerwitz right now. Let's see if he looks to the bottom. He does. He's going to slide up. Not quite there, though. Just not enough separation to fit in between Taylor and Gerwitz right there on a slider line. Hansen's now going to fall back quite a bit while Taylor and Gerwitz walk away with this one.
Looks like the slider line is starting to work pretty well in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, there's a big old bunch. Let's see what we got here. See, can't see what happened. There it is. The 20 car Baker just creamed the wall and then creamed Tyler Street. That's what will bring our caution out here today. So we're pretty early on, only 8 laps in. We've got 2 cautions already. Top 3 is still going to be the same. For about 4th on back, though, they're getting real racy, trying to fight for the spots. Look like Austin Stern in 4th. He was looking to get that 3rd from Hansen, make his way into the goal for tomorrow night.
Well, looks like Hunter Crumb's going to take a little trip down pit road, possibly get the repair done on his car. Say he wasn't liking the way it felt.
Let's see
It's
if
going to
we
put
can
him back to the back.
see if we can find what Hunter might have got involved with there.
That was actually that first accident as he was coming around through turn 3. He just ran out of room and a car was right in front of him.
Yeah, so that's going to put him all the way back to 19th spot right now. So it's not looking good for Hunter. He might miss a gold race. He only needed 1 more and he would have been locked in for the rest of the year in golds, but he's going to have to wait another week to do that, I think. It's like,
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear him mic'd up on him right now.
yeah, I bet he was not real happy with that. Probably a couple guys wouldn't be too bad to have a mic on. I know Chase probably was getting real worked up when he got hit there. Tyler probably as well when he got creamed out of nowhere. That's a nice surprise when somebody hits a wall and just takes a sharp right turn into the side of your car. You don't expect it. That's the way Volusia is, though. You know, it's got that inside wall here, and you hit that, it's going to send you for a ride. Oh, a big pile up on the front stretch. Andrew Hansen got into the wall. Had a great run, hit the wall, and just had nowhere to go. It was all over after that. Doesn't look like the yellow's going to come out, though. Stay green flag. That'll end Hansen's night. And now the yellow does come out. It's going to be all for naught, though. I think Andrew, his chances will be pretty much over with after that. Big gainer there was John Ruby. He's going to move up to 3rd. Austin Stern, who was still in 4th, he's lost his hood and nose wing, so he's going to have a lot of trouble to get in a 3rd. We'll see if he tries to pit here, gets that fixed, or if he's going to stay out. And Stern is going to come in to get repair work done. It's a big gamble this time in this race. You know, you got 12 laps in. A lot of cars to pass still on the track. I don't know if he's going to have enough to make it back up.
I think the key for a lot of these guys is going to be remembering, yeah, we're 12 laps in, 13 laps in, but there's still a lot of racing action out there. There's a lot of time to make moves. Some of the time you just need to settle in, let things spread out, and then start making your way through the field.
Yeah, everybody's getting kind of worked up here. Trying to make moves too early. They need to just get in and ride. Need a little bit, you know. Yeah, if you watch the gold race from last week, you know, everybody kind of rode it out there at the beginning, and in the last 5 or 6 laps, people were starting to make some moves there at the end to get where they needed to be.
Looks like lights are out on the pace truck, so we'll be going green this time by, coming down to take lap 15.
Kelby's been getting some real good starts here. See if he can keep that going. And he gets another nice one. And we will have another yellow. Not sure who was the victim there. I don't see. Not sure what happened on that one. There it is. It was Brandon Browning. Got up in the wall all by himself, collected Lamberson, collected Hunter. So Hunter Crum, he's going to lose a front wing now. That's going to be a tough break for him. Lamberson, he's got that thing all skewed sideways. He's going to definitely have to pit here. Looks like Andrew Hansen's getting his laps back. I don't know how far down he is. Let's see. He's currently 1 lap down, so he might get back on the lead lap. We do give waiver rounds up until 10 laps to go. I believe that's Caleb Regal also getting his lap back. So looks like all 24 cars will be on the lead lap. Nobody is out of the race yet. Lights are out in pace truck again. Lap 18 gonna be 19 when we come across the line. Let's see if we can get some green flag laps run in here a little bit.
Taylor with another great start there.
Yeah, Gerwitz didn't get a very good one. He's got Regal all over his bumper. Alex Hanna looking down on that low side trying to make some moves.
Actually, that's John Ruby over the back, all over the back of.
Or Ruby, yes, sorry. Alex Hanna, watch him now. He is making moves on that bottom. He's gonna.
He's the first one to venture down there, and he's actually found something on the bottom.
Oh, Chase Williams got into the back of Ruby. Ruby got a little sideways. They were able to keep it going though. Believe that might have been the caution.
Yeah, I think that was a caution intended just to slow things down so that wouldn't snowball into anything worse.
Let's see if we can go back here. See if we can watch that again between Chase and Ruby. quite sure. Looks like Chase might have just slid up too far and got locked bumpers with Ruby and sent Ruby around.
Yeah, one of the problems with these cars is they don't have a whole lot of horsepower, so some of the time all it takes is a little bump to really upset them, and you haven't really got the power to power out of what happens. You just have to let the car settle and hope for the best.
Yeah, and then you get a lot of guys. They they get a little sideways or they get into somebody and they don't like to lift and let the guy get settled. If you just lift a little bit and let the guy get it taken care of, usually everybody comes out okay. But you always get that guy that wants to just throttle through everything. It's not quite what happened there, but you see a lot of wrecks a lot of times that are worse than what they should be just because of that right there. Looks like right now, Darren, we got two new guys in the top three that have never transferred. Alex Hanna and Caleb Harmon, third and fourth. Them two guys have transferred to the gold before. Hanna's in, Harmon's looking out. Hanna, I think, is going to be the one to watch, though, if he can keep that bottom line working.
Yeah, as long as no one else follows him down there and burns off that bottom, I think he's going to have a great racing line down there that should hold out for the remaining part of the race.
Yeah, and Hanna got a great jump on Gerwitz there. Let's see if he can make it work. I think he is. He's got the inside of him here going into three. He's going to throw a slider coming out of four, maybe? No, he's going to stay down low.
Keep it down there.
Yeah, not quite enough. I think he's going to have to put a slider on him, get him to check up a little bit, kill his momentum. Just don't know if there's going to be enough there to make it happen. Good battle for second, though.
This will be the turn for him to do it.
Yeah, he's venturing with it. He keeps getting higher and higher as he comes out of the corners. He's just not quite comfortable enough to throw it, I think. He's kind of entering too high to be able to do it. If he would get a little bit lower down to that wall through the tacky part and run it straight, he would be able to make that move.
Now Harmon's starting to close in on him.
Yeah, Harmon's going to make it so that there's not a gap there to be able to do anything. I think Harmon's sitting there watching this thinking, yeah, let's, I wish you guys would get together and give me that spot real fast.
And look at Chris Jones. Looks like he's actually starting to venture his way up into this battle for the top five.
Yeah, these guys running side by side is letting Jones close in, and then Harmon's getting there. They're all going to try to make a battle for it. It looks like Aiden Berlin, he's up to 8th place now. He's one of our transfers from the B main. He's starting to make some moves. He will get 8th place from Bowerman.
And looks like Hannah's going to put the first challenge on Kelby Taylor there. Going into 1 and 2, he actually got inside of Taylor, but couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I think Hannah's got something for him. He just needs to make it. Get a couple of laps here. Just set him up for it. You don't want to show your hand too early because you show it too early and they can do it right back to you.
I kind of wonder if he's actually trying to get one of them to commit to the bottom so he can go up to the top and drive past them.
Yeah, that very well could be. He's, that's what I would do anyways, but we'll see what he does here. He's only going to have about 7, maybe 8 laps to go at the end to make something happen.
Looks like Hunter Crumbs made it back into the top 10.
Yeah, Hunter's in 10th. Aiden Berlin's 8th. Don't know that Hunter's still going to have enough time left. Aiden was looking pretty good, though. He was moving up through the field. This will bunch everybody back up, though. It's going to give those guys a shot.
Yeah, definitely looking like our hard charger for the night is probably going to be Aiden Berlin. He's from 21st all the way up to 8th.
Yeah, that's a lot of work right there to be able to move up that much. Been a lot of action. So with being able to keep your car clean and be able to work your way through the field, that says a lot. Somebody jumped big time on the outside. I believe that was Ruby. I don't know if he passed 2 or maybe 3 cars on that start. Alex Hanna's still looking low, though. He's going to live by that bottom, see if he can make it work. Harmon's going to try to close it, though. Says, nuh-uh.
Look at the run from Hanna off
Yeah,
turn 2.
that was a great run there. He's going to get second. Coming out of 4 is just a little too slick, I think, for him. He's not able to get it. He will get second place from Gerwitz, though. See if he can make a move on Taylor here.
First real challenge for Kelby Taylor.
Yeah. It looks like 1 and 2 is too far up, that these guys are just having to run too far around the top, and that bottom line is perfect. And Alex Hanna will get the lead from Kelby Taylor now.
Look at Kelby looking down low,
Yeah.
showing the line.
Yeah, Hanna's going to have to protect. Kelby's going to
Contact.
run into him, yeah. That's about the second time I've seen Kelby hit somebody tonight, so. He let off, though, and let him have that spot back, though. That was a smart move. Looks like Gerwitz, he's going to fall back to 4th as Harmon takes 3rd now. Everybody sees the bottom working. And don't look now, folks. Hunter Crum is in 6th place, making moves. Time is running out. You got 3 laps going to 2 laps now. Hunter Crum's up to 5th, now 4th. He's going to have 2 laps to get 1 spot to make that transfer. He looks underneath Harmon. He's going to get it, folks. Hunter Crum is going to move into 3rd place with 1 lap to go.
Unbelievable run.
He's not
Looks like
done
we got
yet.
some lap traffic we're about to get into.
Yeah, he's not done yet. He's going to maybe look for second. Not going to be enough. Alex Hanna is going to win it. Followed by Kelby Taylor and Hunter Crum, who pitted about 12 laps in, went back and back to the front. What a run by Hunter Crum.
Unbelievable racing out there tonight.
Yeah, that was a heck of a race by Crum. He definitely showed how to get it done. I think the track was perfect. He went and found the bottom like Hanna did, and you're just able to move through the field once you do that.
Here in a few minutes, we'll get the top 3 onto the front stretch for photos, and then we'll go 3, 2, 1 through our top 3 transfer spots.
Yeah, we'll get these guys settled in here real quick. I got the unofficial results. Alex Hanna 1st, Kelby Taylor 2nd, Crum 3rd, Harmon 4th, Gerwitz 5th. 6th was Ruby, 7th Berlin. He kind of stalled out there when he was making those moves. Jones and A, Street 9th. That's good for Street. He got in a couple wrecks as well. And Jack Hitt going to round out your top 10. Let's see if we can get Hunter Crum here in just a minute. Your 3rd place winner tonight.
Dude.
And joining us in the room now will be Hunter Crum, our 3rd place finisher. Hunter, that's a heck of a drive you put on, especially on that last restart. You went from 10th to 3rd, and it looked like about 3 laps. Can you tell us how you did that?
Well, I was able to get a decent start and then stuck it on the bottom, and it kept working. It looks like they kept, I don't want to say missing their line, but just, making a few mistakes. And I tried to capitalize on the bottom because I was just trying things. I was desperate.
Yeah,
and it seemed to work, so.
You made him look like a pro or made yourself look like a pro out there when you're running through everybody. It looked like you had a 360 in that thing, but we kind of counted you out there about halfway point. We didn't think you were going to make it up, and then lo and behold, there you were right at the end.
I definitely did the same thing. I just kept getting caught up in the wrecks.
Yeah, we've seen you had to make a pit stop, get your car fixed, and
yeah,
weren't quite sure you're going to make it back, but you definitely proved us wrong, and I believe now you'll be locked into gold for the rest of the season.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we look forward to having you there. As long as you just don't beat me, that's all. That's the only requirements. But great job tonight, Hunter. Anybody you'd like to thank?
First off, Most Wanted Motorsports. Can't forget that. Not a second time. And then Trophy Dash, Pit Logic, CSI, all those guys that help out.
All right, thanks, Hunter. Anything from you, Darren?
I just want to say congratulations. Three transfers in a row, locked into gold. First person to do that. So look forward to having you in the gold series, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you. Look forward to racing.
I didn't.
And that'll move us over to our second place finisher, Kelby Taylor. Kelby, you looked like
35 laps he led.
35 laps. Looked like nobody really had anything for you until the bottom started working for Hannah. What were you thinking when the laps started to wind down and you started to see guys poking the nose underneath?
Well, for a while there, I didn't have any pressure. I didn't feel like. And then I seen Alex put his nose down a few times, so I just tried to run a little harder up top. And then he got up side by side with me and got around me on the front stretch, I believe. So I tried tucking in behind him, and I just could never get any momentum to catch him.
Yeah, you ran a great race out of there. We actually thought you were just going to check out and run away with it, but the cautions just didn't seem to work in your favor. It seemed like every time you would get a good start and kind of run away with things, caution flag would come out and bunch it back up.
Oh yeah, for sure. There was a couple restarts I felt like I had pretty good jumps on, and I had a good distance on everybody, and then something would happen and they'd catch back up to me. So, but that's part of it.
That's definitely true. So this is going to get you a transfer into tomorrow night's gold race. Are you going to make it over there?
I'm gonna try to, yes.
Awesome. Well, happy to have you over. This will be your first transfer into the gold series. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Oh, just Reaper Racing.
All right. Well, congratulations on the transfer. Congrats on the second place finish.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And that'll bring in tonight's winner. That would be Showtime Alex Hanna. Man, you really put on a show out there tonight.
Yeah, for sure. It was pretty good racing there.
Yeah, you kind of settled in there early on, and then you found that bottom and were able to make it work. We weren't sure if you were ever going to get it, but then there in the late stages, it looked like the top side was just too far around, and you had the better line.
Yeah, I couldn't make any moves up there on the top. I knew I had to do something, so I seen that the bottom was starting to come in a little bit, so I just threw it down there to try it.
Yeah, worked out good. Weren't sure. Hunter Crum was able to make it work as well. He showed us the bottom after a while, but then when you went to the bottom, Kelby saw it and he went down and tried to block you a little bit. We were kind of worried if he was going to make the move back on you, but once you got to the lead, you just checked out and walked away from everybody.
Yeah, there for a little bit, I thought Kelby was going to get me on a couple corners. He ran a pretty solid race there the whole time, so give some credit to him on that.
Yeah, you looked good. Led 35 laps. You led the last 5, but it worked out pretty well for your favor. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
I want to thank my team, Sofa King. I wouldn't have won it without them. Just threw up a bunch of practice races and showed me a bunch of pointers and tips and got me to where I am.
Yeah, new member to Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. We're definitely glad to have you. You first race out, you put it in victory lane. I don't think we could ask for much more than that.
No, that's my goal. That's what I want to do for you.
Yeah, it looked good. We'll see you tomorrow night in the Gold Series. I think this is your second transfer. So we'll have a fast setup underneath you for that race as well and see if you can finish up front there.
Yep, I'm pretty ready for that race too.
All right, sounds good, buddy.
Alrighty, thank you.
Well, Darren, saw a little bit of wrecks there at the beginning. Wasn't quite sure we were going to get some green flag runs in, but it seems like everybody settled down about halfway and we were able to get a lot of good racing in there at the end.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys just got a little impatient there at the beginning. They tend to forget it's a 40-lap race. It's more of an endurance race. Keep the car in good shape, and you'll usually end up in a good position. Now, Hunter Crum proved me wrong on that tonight. I think he actually made a pit stop twice, once for the toe on the car and then the second time for the nose wing. But
let me see here. Yeah, Hunter Crum did pit twice, so 2 pit stops, gone back to the back twice, and still able to come back and finish third. That's a hell of a run. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, that's very true. Hannah, unbelievable run. He was the first one to really show anything down on the bottom. He just noticed it first and really capitalized on finding the bottom, coming back in, and being the faster line. Kelby Taylor, tough break. I mean, leading 35, looking like you're walking away from it, and that last caution just kind of killed it for him.
Yeah, that's
But
the disadvantage to being a leader. You know, somebody can move in on you there at the end, and you know you've either got to start searching or you're going to be the one that's going to get shown the line, and you're not going to like it when they do.
yeah, I'm kind of surprised he didn't move down to the bottom after Hannah showed him that the nose right before that last caution. But I almost wonder if he was afraid if it was a setup.
Yeah,
But
you know, sometimes you're worried that if you're going to be able to hold on to it or not as well. You never know what's going to happen. So you either play it safe or you can get a little risky with it. I think he chose to play it safe tonight, but either all, it still worked out. You know, he's going to be transferring into the gold race, so it didn't hurt him too bad.
yeah, overall, a good night of racing. Definitely an exciting last 10 laps. So, uh, any parting thoughts, Billy?
No, I think it was a good race night tonight. I got to thank everybody for watching along with us. Hope we did a great job. We got a new broadcast we brought to you. Hope everyone likes that, and hope you tune in tomorrow night for the gold race. I think we're going to put on a good show. I know me and Darren definitely will. I'm going to try to go for 3 in a row. We'll see if we can pull it off.
All right, from all of us here at United Dirt Sim Series, I'm Darren Detweiler, and that was Buckshot Billy Brickley. We'll catch you next week, hopefully.